Hello everybody, welcome to my new video. This will be build for Berserker. We got Vikos coming out this Thursday, which is in 2 days, I believe so. It's in June 30th, 2022. So I will show you, I managed to build my Deadblade 5x3. You can see the link build up right there. And now finish Berserker as well. Managed to get 7 stone, so we'll get straight into it. This is the Mayhem Berserker. Let's start with the gear. So I'm running a double Nightmare here, double Beast Power, and double Harsh Oath from Argus. You can run Preordained for crit chance. I just like crit damage more, because we have enough crit chance from Chainsword and Red Dust, and we are stacking crit as well. So you can see, main stat is crit. It already is 46% on base with these stats. Aim for around 1200 crit. That'll be a good start, I would say, to 1300. And then it's pretty much basically everywhere you go with crit, but only one piece, which should be the ring. One ring should be with swiftness. But I did manage to get this earring as a drop, so just built around this piece of jewel. But swiftness should be used on the ring, but if you can get earring, that's still fine. Depends on the pricing, that depends what you can find. So again, crit swiftness on the amulet, everything everywhere else it's crit, but one piece should be swiftness. So I did manage to get 7 stone. I am running a 12 double legendary engravings. And yeah, so once Vikos comes out, you do want to run the full Nightmare set. You can also change the sets freely in here, but you need to gather 55 Baltan mats and 55 Vikos. After you gather that, it does not consume anything. This is just counting for your character, for your account. And after you change it freely for whatever you want. So for example, for GVG, the PvP build, I believe I would need Betrayal Dominion. No, that would be Betrayal. This one, yeah, for the Ethers. This is the GVG build, so I would later on, every Sunday, GVG, change it to Betrayal. Anyways, that's not about this build. The PvE rating build, single target. You could go with 4-piece Demon Beast, it's also very good, but I believe I did not have enough of Demon Beast Veins, so I did go double Argus, double Beast, and stuff like that. But 4-piece Demon would be probably much better for damage, much better. 4-piece Demon Beast is where it actually clicks. And yeah, straight to engravings. I'm running 5x3. You can notice that I don't have Cursed Doll. It's personal preference. I don't really like Cursed Doll. Running with the Grudge as well. I really much prefer Raid Captain, as that is more damage. So basically, Raid Captain is 18% damage of the maxed out movement speed, which is movement speed maxed out is 140%. And with Mayhem, we are looking at, how can I see it? 128%. I count that with the set from, it's called the Yearning from supports, where you get also movement speed and attack speed, I believe. So you're always gonna get a movement speed cap, or most of the time. So in my opinion, Raid Captain is more damage than Cursed Doll. Cursed Doll is attack power, it's additive as well. We get attack power from Red Dust, so I don't really feel Cursed Doll is that good. I mean, it's one of the best engravings, so it pretty much comes down to personal preference. So these are my engravings. Skin Blunt, most powerful one, level 3. Tenacity, free damage over here, because we're always below 50% HP. Mayhem level 3. If you do manage to get, if you don't have books, legendary books, you could go with Mayhem level 1, and then focus on other engravings to level 3. That also works. It's not that much of a downgrade when it comes to damage. But I did happen to buy them before the patch, before Valtan, when they were pretty cheap, so... My gyms right now, I'm rocking level 7s, as I have Deadblade as my other main. I have level 7s and 8s there, so focusing on 2 characters is kind of hard. I've been selling all the level 7s I get extra, so I can get some gold for level 8s and 9s. I'll aim straight for 9s, I believe so. So as you can see, our 4 skills that use cooldown and damage gems, Hellblade, Strike Wave, Tempest, and Finish Strike, and Sword Storm. Excuse me, pardon me, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so that's these 5 skills run damage and cooldown gems, and the last one, 11th gem, is Red Dust cooldown. You would want this to max out first. It's very important to get Red Dust, you know, the highest cooldown, as well as we'll talk about later on. And then you would want to focus on damage of the big skills, which is Hellblade, Swordstorm, Finish Strike. I would go for Red Dust cooldown gem, the first you should focus on, and then damage gems on these 5 skills. So this is that card set. Last Wing Cliff is what you want to go for the crit rate. If you feel like, for example, for Wycus, if I feel like, for example, if I die too often, or I need something defensive because I'm running Rush, I would just switch to my PvP setup card, which is defensive. We Will Meet Again is just enough of a set to use for defense reduction, as we are always below 50% HP. If you have 9 pieces of Vacant, that is a 28% damage reduction, which is insane, on top of the Mayhem, that gets 65%. Pretty insane. So it depends up to, if you don't have either of these card sets, a Vacant, just use HP sets. You cannot go wrong with that. So there was this. Let's talk about tripods as well. So you would want to focus on pretty much damage skills here on Berserker. We are never gonna run out of mana with Nightmare, which is the beautiful thing. So any mana reduction, we don't need it at all. Cooldown reduction, if you can get your hands on some, but I don't believe we have that many over here. We have Swordstorm, Quick Prep, that's pretty important. Tempest Slash as well. So you could probably focus on Tempest Slash, Quick Prep, and Swordstorm. But I do have a setup, or yesterday I was spending many hours, a lot of gold on tripods on the auction house. Actually, not that much gold, like 40,000 gold, I believe, for level 4 tripods. As you can see here, I have them all laid out. As you can see, I picked the most important ones that I could get and that were available on auction house because of the prep on for Wycus. So Lights Out, Finish Strike, Strike Wave, Earth Flip, Tempest Slash, Driving Hit, Swordstorm, Flame Sword. Did go with the Quick Prep and Swift Attack as well for Chainsword, which is pretty useful. Same goes here. And then I got Finish Strike level 4 with Earth Flip as well. The only last missing one that is very important in my opinion is Deadly Blow for Hellblade, I believe it's called. Let me find it real quick. Yeah, I'm missing this one, level 4, so I need to get one more piece. As you can see, I have 5 pieces, so I'm missing Shoulders. I want to get Shoulders with Deadly Blow, but these are all the important ones in my opinion. Now let's get to skills. This is my raid build. Finish Strike, Hellblade, Shoulder Charge, Tempest. So let's start with Finish Strike. We go with Enhanced Strike. It's up to you. You could even go this to cheese some of the mechanics like Walton when he's spinning, so you don't get pushed back. This is pretty useful in terms of that. If you're fighting with getting yeeted off the platform. But I did go with straight damage here. A weak point. It's obvious for bosses. Lights Out. Shoulder Charge. We want only level 4 for excellent mobility. I've seen Zerkers go skill points level 7 for a chain charge, but it takes away too much. Well, I mean, you could use that too for the quick recharge rune as well on the hit, you know, having a double, but it makes the cooldown longer, and sometimes you really need a shoulder charge up for avoiding some of the mechanics. So it's up to. Tempest Slash, Quick Prep, the cooldown I was talking about, weak point again, and driving hit. Storm Slash, you don't want to do that, that's a double attack spin, and you use that in Chaos Cube, for example. Hellblade, Leap, Deadly Blow, and Earth Flip, you want to max out these two. Chainsword, we go with Crit Rate, Attack Speed, and Quick Prep. After Red Dust being reworked last patch, I'm tracking Swift Attack Prep as well. You could go for Quick Prep instead. It's up to you, but I like me some attack speed, and because of the duration, it's longer. Then we have Strike Wave for wave more damage, Limit Break, Earth Flip. You wanna focus on all of these because that's a lot of damage if you can. When it comes to level 4 tripods, of course. Then Red Dust, more damage for the party. Crit Chance in here and Red Wave. This is pretty good damage as well if you can get your hands on the Red Wave. And Toad Storm is Quick Prep again, Weak Point, and the Flame Sword. So these are the skills. If you have extra skills and you're looking for maxing out skills, so when you get to level 55, you can get your skills to level 11, like you see me here. But after I reach level 60 Berserker, I can put the skills to level 12. And that is quite a huge damage increase. So if you have some extra spare skill points, you want to max out Finish Strike, Sword Storm, Strike Wave, and then Tempest Slash if you can, if you have enough points. Like you can see me here. I finished Strike, I have a lot of points, still didn't use all of them because I don't have where to place them, because I'm not level 60 yet. But yeah, these were the skills. Let's go over the runes. So Finish Strike, Gale Wind, very important. So the attack, so the speed animation is faster. Quick recharge here. You could even go with Rage Rune for attack speed, movement speed, but we're already having enough. Like this could be useful for, again, Raid Captain to max out even more. But we're getting enough already from Mayhem. Attack speed from Chainsword. Tempest Slash, we're gonna go with Overwhelm. Now, if you don't have Nightmare set and you're running in mana issues, I really recommend going with Focus Rune. This will help a lot before getting my Nightmare. That's what I'm doing on my ult, actually. Old Berserker. Right. Hellblade, Gale Wind, again, to make the skill go off as fast as possible. Then we have Chainsword with Bleed. You could, again, go with... you could even go with Purify if there are fights or mechanics where you need Dispel, debuff. So you can use Purify. For example, in the first gate of Valtan, when you fight the wolves and they apply Bleed, this is very useful to get Purify. On a fast skill like Chainsword, low cooldown too. You could go again with Rage. You could go with quick recharge, but I go with Bleed. Strike Wave, Gale Wind, same story here. Charging ability, we wanna have this go off as fast as possible. Red Dust, Bleed that Rune, it's probably the best you can use here. Soul Storm is Gale Wind again. The issue with Berserker, he uses a lot of Gale Wind runes. I am missing one purple rune if I believe so. Gale Wind. I'm not even sure if you can acquire it. Another purple one, but this is it. Awakening skill, you want to use Berserk Fury. Chain of Vengeance is only for AoEs, best for Chaos again, Cube. But a Berserk Fury is the single target. When it comes to rotation, there are two ways to play this, right? So one way is to lay it all down with Chainsword and Red Dust to have the buffs, the crit chance, attack speed, and again crit chance. But you always want to follow with Red Dust and then start your rotation. So I like to start with Red Dust, do my big skills, and weave in Chainsword for the crit chance after my Red Dust is done. So I always go like Red Dust, Soul Storm, Finish Strike, Tempest, and then I like to Chainsword into Strike Wave and Hellblade, or you could go vice versa, it's up to you. You don't want to go with Dark Rush, use Shoulder Charge again, and then we go again, Red Dust, Finish Strike, Tempest, Finish Strike, Chainsword, Sword Storm. You can notice that Berserker is he has a pretty long cooldown, so you sometimes have to wait 2 to 3 seconds, it depends. Now, probably having cooldown, main priority would be maxing out cooldown gems, to be honest, and not damage gems that much, because of this issue with cooldown reduction. So I would probably go with that. And you always want to have Red Dust for Awakening. Crit chance and increased damage from Red Dust, 8%. And it's 6%. You wanna line this up with a Dark Grenade if you can on the encounter, with a drop-in potion as well that increases damage. This wasn't usable by Berserkers before Valtan patch, but they made it so we can finally use this before it killed us because it's 25% HP. Mayhem is kept at 25%, so could stick with that. And I believe Consumables, it should be, again, depending on the situation of the fight, encounters. But generally used would be Dark Grenade for defense reduction, HP potions, a drop-in potion, Panacea for debuff Dispel. This will be the food that you'll be using, Master's Herb Steak Meal. And yeah, I believe that's it. If you guys have any more questions, you know where to find me, hit me up. All the links will be down below in the description. You can also check out my other builds, other guides, other videos for Lost Ark. And thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Until next time, see you soon. Peace.